going on, everybody? BlazeHood here, coming at you with a anime review. Now, I said a couple of months ago I wanted to bring anime reviews to my channel to give them some more variety. The last time I did one was My Hero, so I figured I jump in and tell you guys what all the hype is about this Goblin Slayer anime. And boy, I gotta tell you, I was surprised. This is real good, real good. I am very excited to see this. I really am. I can't wait till this episode 2 come out. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So far, it seems like Goblin Slayer is just set in this adventurer society where everyone is an adventurer. That's the top job. You know, you want to be an adventurer. That's what you want to do. So it starts off with this girl who's like a priest, and it's her first time being an adventurer. She's finally got all the necessary requirements to become an adventurer, and she's going out to set out on a quest. Along the way of looking for a quest to start off on, she gets sidetracked by these other adventurers who say, hey, we really need a priest in our gang. Come on, enjoy our gang. Let's go hunt some goblins, blah, blah, blah. She agrees to it. Now, if you paid close attention to it, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but the girl at the counter who she was talking to, who allowed her to be an adventurer, she had like a very sad look on her face, almost like, good luck. I don't know. Almost like, I hate to see an adventurer die so young. So, I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but I noticed it, and I was like, ooh, I don't know. So we get into this cave, and so far, they're just walking through this cave looking for goblins to hunt, because apparently these goblins have kidnapped these girls from a village and taken them to the cave to do whatever they want to these girls. So they're tasked with going to get them back. Now, it seems simple, right? You go in there, you kill some goblins, you do what you got to do, you come out, get the girls, you're heroes, you get whatever you need from completing the quest. No, it's not that simple at all, and they don't waste any time explaining it to you. They get deeper into the cave and they start to separate. The blonde girl and the other girl who wears the glasses, I can't remember everybody's name off the top. I don't even think if they said everybody's name. I can't remember, but they separate. And then that's when the goblins strike. They knock the girl down, they step on her glasses, stab her, and they let they're about to rip her clothes off or something. And that's when everybody else comes up. The dude with the bandages, he's swinging around his sword like an idiot, flailing it around, going all crazy. He's cutting up some goblins, he's doing his thing. But the problem is, his sword's too long. His sword is way too long to be swinging in a cave that narrow and small. So the anime wastes no time with showing you that these guys are noobs. They are complete and utter noobs. They shouldn't even have been here. They should have been doing something like picking flowers or something, because he swings his sword and he like hits the ceiling of the cave, and it's like he parried himself, and he knocks the sword out of his hand, allowing the goblins the chance to get on him and jump him. And they waste no time cutting him to pieces. You can hear him getting cut up, cutting his arm off and everything. Oh my god. The priestess girl tries to heal one of the girls who was stabbed earlier, and I have no idea why her healing wouldn't work, but it didn't work. And this anime is getting darker and darker as we go along, and I'm just like, man, this is real good. I really like this. I'm tired of seeing these anime that come out nowadays where it's always just crying, or the main character is some loudmouth idiot, or you know, pretty much what we have nowadays. So this is a nice change of pace for me, and I'm really excited to see what this is going to turn into, man. Because after that, the girl who's kind of like, I guess, a martial artist goes to fight. She's knocking down some goblins. She's doing her thing. And this big hobgoblin dude, I don't even know, he grabs her foot while she's in mid-swing for like a roundhouse kick and proceeds to slam her against the cave walls. And she falls to the ground. The goblins rip her clothes off. And this is where the big controversial scene, the rape scene, happens. Now, I don't know. I don't really want to touch this too much, because for me, it's like I've seen way worse in anime. So I'm not... way worse in general, so I'm not gonna be I wasn't too, you know, shocked by it. I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe they did that. Wow. It wasn't the craziest thing I've seen. I was just shocked they went as far as to animate it. And boy, oh boy, she just ran. The little blonde girl is like the only one left, I think. She's carrying the other girl who stabbed earlier with the glasses. I think she's dead at this point, but she's still carrying her. One of the goblins hit her with an arrow. She falls to the ground. She gets kicked off to the side, and as they proceed to rip the half-dead girl's clothes off, the little blonde girl she pees on herself. I was like, did she just piss on herself? Oh my god. See, she's crying. She has a reason to cry. Any other anime character, they would have been crying because they fell and hurt their toe or some shit. She's like in just tears. She's afraid she's gonna die. And as far as she knew, she was. But that's when the man, the myth, the legend, the icon shows up. The Goblin Slayer. He came in. One of the goblins shoot an arrow at him. He like cuts it down, and it's just, that shit was just fucking savage. And he proceeds to beat the shit and fuck up all these goblins in this cave. With the girl's help, of course. You know, she did have some kind of spells left. She used one of them earlier to try to heal the girl who had been stabbed, but it didn't work. And along the way back, he proceeds to point out all their flaws. He tells them that they're dumb creatures, but they have some cleverness to them. You know what I mean? They're not entirely stupid. And he just picks up the guy's sword and is like, this sword is way too long to swing it in his cave. You know, he's a veteran. He's like those characters. He's like the guy who just grinded up to level 99 only just killing goblins. He was a pure savage, and I loved it. I loved every second of how much of a savage he was, how much he didn't care. This anime was real nice. It really displayed the darker side to it, and people were comparing it to Berserk, and I've never seen Berserk, but based off of the I want to say the manga panels I've seen of Berserk and some of the shots from the anime I've seen of Berserk, I will say, I guess from those panels I do see the similarities, because there's an interesting panel that I've seen before that people were comparing it. They said if you were shocked by Goblin Slayer, then you shouldn't even read Berserk. So I'll probably remember to edit that picture in here in this video if I remember to do it, because it was really interesting. It was just, oh my god, this anime was just real good. They waste no time with it, and I like that this anime wasn't afraid to like go there, you know what I mean, to go that extra mile to show that even darker, edgier side. They showed murder, rape. There was even a scene where he slaughtered all the children, the goblin children, and even gave a reason as to why he was doing it, because they were to grow up to be hatred and hold that grudge. So he slaughtered every single goblin in there, and it was just crazy, man. It really was. That's what I really liked about this anime. It wasn't afraid to just do whatever it had to do to get its point across. I can't wait to see future stuff from this. Now, when I went to Google to Google some images, I've seen even further images and more manga panels. I think there's even a light novel scene where there's even crazier shit that happens. So I'm really looking forward to this anime, man. This is real hype. A lot of people were complaining about it, and I feel a lot of the complaints about this anime were just unfair or unjust, because there was nothing really wrong with it. There was nothing bad. There was no really bad scene. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people don't want this Goblin Slayer anime to become the new big thing. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people shit on Attack on Titan or this or One Punch Man. They shit on these bigger anime because they don't want them to completely overshadow the little crappy anime we have now, like Black Clover and Boruto, because I hate both those animes. I really do. I don't really watch them at all. Boruto, I don't know how long it's been since I watched that. Black Clover, I missed like 5 episodes, so I guess I gotta go binge that whenever I get a chance. And then My Hero is just whatever. You know, it's hit or miss with My Hero, but this was really good. And I feel like a lot of those people just don't want you to go away from their channel and go watch Goblin Slayer reviews and stuff. They want you to stay on their channel so you can continue to watch Boruto and Black Clover, so they kind of shield this anime. That's why I feel like, you know what I mean? Watch what you want to watch, man. Stop complaining about this shit. This wasn't nothing wrong with this. You know you've seen worse than that. Just admit it. You just don't want people to go away from your channel, so you want people to sit there and watch Boruto and Black Clover all day. And then I've seen comments where people were just calling people edgy, or this anime created a lot of controversy, and that's what I like, man. I like controversial anime, and this anime really did it for me, man. I really am. Shout out to all the people in my chat who told me about this anime and recommended it to me. I had heard about it because I follow Crunchyroll on what's the name? Twitter. Excuse me, I couldn't think, on Twitter. But man, y'all didn't tell me it was gonna be like this, y'all. Y'all did not tell me this. This top 10 fall anime right here, man. Top 10 fall anime. This might even be top 10 anime of 2018. That's how good this was. But we won't know till we get there. But I think that's gonna be it for this video right here. I didn't ramble on long enough. If you guys like this anime review and you want to see more of them, don't forget to leave me a comment. Tell me what you guys think of this. Tell me if you thought it was controversial. Tell me if all the hate that this anime is getting is, you know, justified to you. But that's gonna be it for this video right here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. I'm done rambling. This been your boy BlazeHood. Peace out.